Donald Trump's State of the Union on Tuesday evening, obviously, according to the polls, even though a majority of State of the Union watchers did give it positive reviews, it actually received the lowest positive score of any State of the Union address this century. So it was the worst received State of the Union ever. Trump, of course, was properly heckled during the event, and the People's State of the Union was taking place just down the road. So it was not a good night for Donald Trump. And on Wednesday, knowing all of the horrible things that happened during his speech, all the criticism he received after it, it really seemed to get under his skin, right? This is a guy who doesn't take criticism well. So he spent the day, and I mean the entire day, having a meltdown about anything and everything all over Truth Social. Now, one of the things that ticked him off was the fact, of course, that Robert De Niro, legendary Hollywood actor who is, notoriously anti-Trump, I guess we'll say, De Niro had criticized Donald Trump at the People's State of the Union, or the State of the Swamp, excuse me. De Niro said this: "Our country isn't so lovable right now. In the current climate, declaring love for our country is like an abused spouse professing love for their abuser. Love our country? Let me ask you, can you love a country where our neighbors are shot down in the streets by mass government thugs? Can you love a country that denies health care for tens of millions of our fellow citizens? Can you love a country that ends contributions to sick and starving people around the world, causing hundreds of thousands of preventable deaths, many of them innocent children? Can you love a country that trashes our economy to give tax breaks to its billionaire cronies? Can you love a country that denies science and sacrifices the climate, the very air our children breathe? Can you love a country that pardons violent criminals and protects pedos?" And I think that's very poignant. I don't know. The only criticism I would offer is, the abusive spouse type thing. That's a little insensitive if you ask me. But, again, other than that, I think it was pretty good. But Trump obviously didn't like that. So he combined his anger towards Robert De Niro with his anger towards Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib. And he got on Truth Social in a very lengthy post and threatened to deport all three of them, saying this: "When you watch low IQ Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib as they screamed uncontrollably last night at the very elegant State of the Union, such an important and beautiful event, they had the bulging, bloodshot eyes of crazy people, lunatics, mentally deranged and sick who, frankly, look like they should be institutionalized. When people can behave like that, and knowing that they are crooked and corrupt politicians so bad for our country, we should send them back from where they came as fast as possible. They can only damage the United States of America. They can do nothing to help it." And he continues in a second, but let's stop. Donald Trump, the man who a majority of Americans, according to 3 different polls that have come out this week, 3 separate polling companies confirmed a majority of people think that he has mental problems, has the audacity to tell these 2 exceptionally intelligent and talented and brilliant women that they should be institutionalized. That makes my blood boil. But also, Democrats, you've got to use that language against him. Okay? It can't just be those of us out there, in the progressive media saying that this man is demented or that he's insane or that he's got, clinically diagnosable psychological problems. You have to say it. He's saying it. Why aren't you saying it about him every time you speak in public? That's disappointing. A majority of Americans agree with that. So y'all get out there, fight fire with fire, start demanding his medical results, start demanding that the 25th Amendment be invoked. I want more than just one or two Democrats or independents to be out there saying that. But Trump continued. They should actually get on a boat with the Trump deranged Robert De Niro, another sick and demented person with, I believe, an extremely low IQ, who has absolutely no idea what he is doing or saying, some of which is seriously criminal. Criminal, Trump said in all caps. Criticizing him is criminal. When I watched him break down in tears last night, much like a child would do, I realized that he may be even sicker than crazy Rosie O'Donnell, who is right now in Ireland trying to figure out how to come back into our beautiful United States. The only difference between De Niro and Rosie is that she is probably somewhat smarter than him, which isn't saying much. The good news is that America's now bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before, and it's driving them absolutely crazy, President Donald J. Trump. The only person being driven crazy here, Donald, is you. You spent the whole day, like a child, having a 24-hour temper tantrum. Oh, they were almost in tears. No, they were offering valid, factual criticisms of what is happening in the United States of America. You're just jealous that all of those people you listed, De Niro, Rosie O'Donnell, Tlaib, and Omar, are more popular than you. You hate, and this is with the De Niro and O'Donnell thing, you hate that Hollywood does not accept you. You loathe the fact that the biggest celebrity you can get is Kid Rock. A guy that hasn't been relevant even in music for over 15 years. And the only time he had a good song that became popular that wasn't a, cover or sample of somebody else's talent was when he had to team up with Sheryl Crow, and she carried that song. But that's the best you've got. You would kill to have a celebrity the caliber of Robert De Niro on your side. But you don't have that. You get Tim Allen. You get Kid Rock. No offense, actually, to Tim Allen. I have no problem with Tim Allen's acting. I watch the Santa Claus 1 through 3 every Christmas. But Trump can't stand it. He wants the A-listers, and he just can't get them. And the fact that they also didn't like his speech on Tuesday night is pushing this president further and further into the mouth of madness. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.